Hello and welcome to the alpha test for GameAnvil.com. You should have received your alpha test invitation via email, and you should have already registered your alpha key by following the instructions in that email. After registering, you should arrive at our Alpha Test Center screen, which is displayed here. Our Alpha Test Center screen is really divided into two main areas. There is an Active Games area and a Game Templates area. I'm going to cover the Game Templates area first. A game template is the name we give to all of our virtual game pieces, boards, and equipment that could comprise a single type of board game. For instance, if we're going to create a chess board game, the chess game template would contain all of the virtual representations of the chess pieces, the pawns, the rooks, the knights, bishops, queens, and kings. It would contain the chess board and any other virtual pieces that we needed to play a game of chess. All of these virtual pieces are bundled together to form what we call a game template. To create a new game template, simply click the New Game Template button. You're going to have to enter a name for your game template, and you're going to have to enter a simple description for a simple short description for your game template. Once you do that and hit add, it'll take a few seconds and a pop-up will tell you that your game has been added to your game templates list. As you can see here, we have two games of tic-tac-toe, so I'm going to need to delete one. Deleting a game template is really easy. Just select the game template you wish to delete and hit the delete key. Verify that you want to delete it and hit yes, and then it'll take a few seconds and the server will remove it from your game templates list. Once you've created a game template, you're going to want to edit the individual game components within that template. To do this, you simply hit Edit Game Template. This is going to bring up a pop-up with our game design tool. It'll take a few seconds. Once in the game design tool, you can edit all the individual components for a particular board game. I'm not going to go into detail in this particular video. I'll save that for another video, but I am going to say that what you need to do before you exit this design tool is save your game template. If you do not do this, then you cannot create a new game session based on this game template. So once you've edited and created all the individual game components for the board game you're trying to create, hit save. And once you've saved your game template, you then can create an active game session based on that template. Active games are game sessions that are based off of the individual game templates you created. So you can create a game session that is based off of a chess template that will allow you to play a chess game, one that's based off a checkers template that will allow you to play a checkers game, or poker, or whatever game template you have. To start a new game session, you simply hit the Start New Game Session button. You're going to have to enter a name for your new game session. In this case, we're going to start a game of checkers. Then you're going to have to select the game template. Now, the only game template we have in our particular game template list is checkers, because that's the only one that we've actually edited and saved, like I told you before. Once you've selected your template, you hit Create Game. It'll take a few seconds, and then it will add your game session to your list of active games. To enter a game session, you simply hit the Enter Game button. This will bring up a pop-up with the actual game session, allowing you to play the game interactively online. You can also enter one by hitting the Invite URL, which will generate a new URL that you can send to anybody in an email. If they enter this particular URL in their browser's address section, then they will enter the game session as well and be able to play the game interactively online with you. I'm just going to enter the game straight away by clicking the Enter Game button. It's going to ask me for a nickname. Just need to enter the name that you want to show up as within the actual game session. And this will bring up another pop-up of our game tool. Once you're inside the game, you're going to have to select a player. Since we did this based off a checkers template, I've only got two players, a black player and a red player. I'm going to select the red player, and I'm going to log in as the red player. Once in here, you can move around any pieces you want as the red player, and they'll all be recorded in a game log. Assuming you generated and sent the URL for this game session to someone else, they could enter and log in themselves, and if they enter it as the black player, they would show up here. I will go over the details of this tool in another video session, but for now, just understand that this is how you actually enter and play an interactive game with someone else online. This should get you started with the basics of creating and designing your own board game templates, and then starting game sessions based on those same templates.